Ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues and partners, good day and welcome to the webinar Entrepreneurial Learning in Practice. My name is Maja Ljubić and I work as a Senior Entrepreneurial Learning Expert and Assistant Director at the Southeast European Center for Entrepreneurial Learning, SEECEL. With my colleague Sonja Šegović, I will be moderating today's webinar. I am delighted that we have participants from so many countries represented today during this truly pan-European webinar. We have over 40 registered participants from a range of countries, Southeast, Scandinavian, so once again, welcome to all of you. As the moderator, let me start by giving a quick overview. The structure of this webinar will be the following. So, the webinar will begin with a few words from me regarding the project European Entrepreneurship Education Network, or EHUB project, which this webinar is part of. Following this, our speakers will each hold a presentation brief to present on a topic cover, and we will show all of you SEECEL documentary movie. I don't know how many of you are familiar with webinars. Regarding the technical aspects of this webinar, only the speakers will have access to microphones and cameras. However, we want to have interactive events so audience members can provide comments and questions via a special question box that should be visible on the GoToWebinar dashboard on your screen. Please check it. Feel free to send your questions in any time. We can take questions after each presentation, but also after all the presentations are over. One more technical issue. Webinars can experience technical issues such as poor quality of the sound or picture. If you cannot hear or see anything, please let us know via the comment box. Welcoming once again. Before starting with our speakers, I would like to give you some highlights about the European Entrepreneurship Education Network project. The EHUB project started in 2015 as a 3-year project, and it is financed by the European Commission through COSME program. The aim of the network is to bring together European experts and policymakers to share good practices and collaborate with result policy recommendations that help increase the entrepreneurship education across Europe. So we have a broad network of 40 experts from 20 countries and 22 members of European Parliament ambassadors. The long-term goal that the project contributes to it is the establishment of an EU-level institutional framework that would support entrepreneurial learning. The project is managed by 4 consortium partner institutions. Junior Achievement, a global non-profit organization that provides education programs worldwide for entrepreneurship, work readiness, and financial literacy. I'm sure that you are familiar because the Junior Achievement is the leading partner in this consortium. SEECEL, most of you are also familiar with our work, is active in EU level with policymakers and brings policymakers and educational practitioners and business practitioners together through its works, mostly in the Southeast Europe and Turkey. The third partner, Eurochambers, is an umbrella organization which is the European Association of European Chambers of Commerce and Industry. Most of our members are also the members of Eurochambers. And EUProvet, a representational platform for European providers of vocational education and training. What has been done so far? Through different working groups of experts, MEPs, consortium partners, we covered different areas and topics of lifelong entrepreneurial learning. So more than 30 expert blogs was posted. Database of good practices was developed and more than 60 good practices are identified and collected. And of course, series of EE-Hub targeted webinars was organized since 2016 and the first 2 months in 2017. But also we planned a lot of webinars in 2017 with the culmination of our joint achievements during the Entrepreneurship Education Summit, which will held in Brussels in July this year. Please feel free to look website. Let me give you a brief overview about today's webinars and the topics which we try to cover. As you know, entrepreneurial learning practice as a source of learning is our main idea to cover during these webinars. We post and raise 3 main questions which will our speakers try to cover during their presentation. These questions are: what can we learn from EU Female Entrepreneurship Ambassador and higher education? You will hear that our presenter today is a lady who brings us a main idea of lifelong learning perspective using the top-down approach from higher education to primary education. So we can come to the second topic, which we will try to cover. What can we learn from peer learning and mentoring activities? So we will try to tackle with approach which is not only business oriented, but mostly oriented to changing mindset in our societies, to bring entrepreneurial mindset. And what we want to hear, how peer learning and mentoring schemes can teach us how to bring these approaches to our daily work. Of course, the real entrepreneurial experience we will try to show through our documentary movie how we brought these topics in the past years. Briefly, I will try to introduction to our first speaker. First today presenter is Associate Professor Ms. Gordana Nikolic. From 2007, she is the founder of Business Academy Rijeka, which promotes lifelong learning through different projects and cooperation modalities with international scientific institutions. Furthermore, all these activities in August 2011 resulted with forming of Institution for Higher Education, Business School PAR. Currently, Gordana is Dean of Business School PAR, as the only accredited business school in Primorsko-Goranska County. She also established the PAR Institute for Lifelong Learning, Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship, and some other companies. It's very important to emphasize that Gordana is an ambassador within the European Women Entrepreneurs Network and WED Network of Ambassadors. For her work, she received several awards, out of which the most important one is for the Woman Entrepreneur of the Year in Croatia. Gordana, the floor is yours. I'm sure that through your presentation we will say more about your science career and successful cooperation with the policy level institution, but also educational level in your country.
Thank you, Maya. Hello to everyone. I'm so glad to be a part of this webinar. So it's my pleasure actually to introduce you PAR as an institution that we founded as the first independent educational institution 10 years ago in the biggest Croatia port, Rijeka, with a progressive approach to both formal and informal education. We are mostly focused on the learner's needs. Since late 2007, PAR has become an educational group and reliable partner in developing the top professional skills. We are very devoted to international cooperation and also focus on developing entrepreneurial culture among our students, among our clients, as well as in the local community. Till now, PAR has more than 30 international agreements with respective higher education institutions in Europe, but also in the USA. As a Dean and the School Awards and recognitions we have received over the past decade, as Maya mentioned, the most important is one Woman Entrepreneur of the Year in Croatia in 2004. Awarded by the Croatia Association of Businesswomen Krug. Then in 2015, award from the City of Rijeka for significant contribution in higher education fields and entrepreneurship by establishing the first private higher education institution. And last year, Entrepreneurship Award in 2016, awarded by Primorsko-Goranska County for significant international accomplishment in promoting development of science and education. Till today, we are still the only business school in Primorsko-Goranska County, accredited by the Croatian Ministry of Science and Education, and today with a strong alumni network with more than 150 former students. Our professional study program is conducted in close cooperation with business sector and through our partnership with leading SMEs in this region, which actually provide with a lot available experience base of equal proportions of theory and practice for our students. I would say that in some way we are a pioneer of the dual study program in Croatia, starting since 2007. By creating a positive impact of economy and empowering influence on the students, PAR strongly support the startup culture, lifelong learning and entrepreneurship in our region, but also in the national level. The educational principles that's driven by Business School PAR are building experience, practicing skills, testing ideas, and creating the strong professionals. Study program requirements up to the students developing the skills and challenging their ideas in real time. We are focused quite a lot on the practical work. to provide its students with the chance to be up to the date with the latest trend in the business and industry. PAR has established the students' startup incubator a few years ago, which allows them to practice their business ideas freely and encourage them to explore their professional identities with the guidance from mentors and professional-oriented experts. After spending 6 months in our students incubator, we highly encourage our students to move on the startup incubator of City of Rijeka and to continue their incubator phase. We also have a strong cooperation with secondary schools, and in cooperation with SEECEL, we provide a lecture from a secondary school student gymnasium in a global entrepreneurship week, mostly focused on topics like how to create and develop a business idea, how to evaluate a business idea, and how to create a business plan. This project, the idea of this project is to promote and develop entrepreneurial mindset for young people and help to create a unique and adaptable learning environment for both from teachers and for high school students. Also, PAR organized many events with the goal of introduction global trends and presenting modern business notice in the city of Rijeka. One of our project is also PAR Entrepreneurial Camp, with the goal to inspire young entrepreneurs and provide them with opportunity to meet mentors and investors. By that PAR camp, we promote a startup culture in a 3 days program with young students and also with high school kids. We inspire them to develop their idea, offering them mentoring, training, material resource, and so on. The best of them, they also have opportunity to move further on some of other incubators or accelerators. PAR also has been included in a Startup Europe Week initiatives and the Startup Europe Awards initiative set up by the European Commission to promote the startup culture around Europe. In the end, I can say that in PAR we are very dedicated to become a dynamic provider of higher education and research in this region by preparing our students and staff to challenge for future careers in the global area. PAR's curriculum has been designed to include a strong international dimension and entrepreneurial learning. We are the part of European Open Entrepreneurial University, a unique academic platform for entrepreneurial teaching and co-creation with other similar schools and University of Applied Science. The idea is to take a student to the next level of interactive and knowledge transfer in entrepreneurial education. We try actually to create a unique and adaptable learning environment for both students and teachers, as I said, and trying to support a network, cooperation, and exchange the best practice of entrepreneurial experience of different events, such as summer schools, conference, international week, camps, and so on. We will try also to continue to spread that experience in the future and to spread experience of entrepreneurial education. So that was all from me for now. If you have any question, I will be glad to answer.
Thank you, Gordon, for this inspiring presentation. There is a few questions posted, and maybe when we summarize them, all of them congratulate to your dedicated work on promoting the entrepreneurial mindset, especially in your region, in your country, and of course in the Croatia as a whole. But when we ask, you said in the say in the start that you are the only one accredited business school in your country, and the questions mostly goes in the way, if you can explain a little bit more how you cooperate in your university, in Rijeka University, which is very strong to develop the entrepreneurial mindset in higher education student, as well how to engage more of secondary students to be more entrepreneurially oriented.
Well, thank you for your question, and thank you for all congratulations. I must say I was, in some way, I was lucky that actually I spent 8 years at the University of Rijeka working at Faculty of Economics, which actually gave me some big picture what is good, what is maybe not so good on the traditional education system. Probably my entrepreneurial spirit and also the experience that I have from real life, from the company, gave me an idea or gave me a challenge to do something with our educational system. So from that point of view, I have idea to try to open first private higher education in my county, which I must say now, by that time, many people didn't believe that I will be able to do that. Maybe I was the only one in the moment that I believe that. But also, I need to say that from the first beginning, when I was explaining my idea to the local community and also to the State's University in Rijeka, and also we have here State's University of Applied Science. University of Applied Science in Rijeka was my first partner, also with some other international higher education institutions that I used to work as a lecturer. So that gave me a possibility to create and to develop my idea with some way freedom, but also with the form that I know that we need to be focused in higher education. What we are doing now, and also in the last 10 years, different with our students, what make us different comparing with the State University is mostly we are focused on very interactive work with a small group of students. Our class doesn't have more than 30 students, so the practical work is in our regular curriculum from first year. Lectures are always quite interactive with students and professors. We are doing and using lots of case studies, seminar trainings, putting some practical experience in a class, I would say. We also cooperate with many companies. Our students on first year, they are working in virtual companies. On the second year, they need to apply for some of the projects that are, some of them they are school projects, but some of them they are also projects from outside companies project. And then on the third year, they are actually going in a company and they are spending the whole semester, the last semester, 6 semester, they are spending in the company. So that's I think the most important things that what we are doing with our students comparing with the classical or traditional university, which make us interesting for the people who want to be entrepreneurs or who wants to develop entrepreneurial skills. On the same or similar way, we actually cooperate with our high schools in the region, which is we have more than 25 high schools in this region. So what we are doing with them, we developed a program which we call the Entrepreneurial Academy of High Schools. Each year we choose a few students per high school, and then they are passing some modules with us, and the best of them they can go and enter to the park camp that I mentioned in my presentation. Also, through whole school year, we are doing presentation in that schools and giving some lectures. So kids who actually finish high schools and would like either to become entrepreneurs or maybe to develop more their entrepreneurial skills, they will probably first choose our school, then maybe classical as well.
Thank you, Gordana, once again. I'm sure that all of us learned from your practice and good experience a lot during this webinar. Please stay with us because our second presenter today is Miss Lucia Mikulic. She is acting principal and she is language and literature professor. She has 10 years of working experience in school, 5 in classroom, 5 in school management. She is very proud mother. She wants that we say that she is a proud mother of her son and daughter. And she is also very active in Bosnia and Herzegovina as a member of the working group development of qualification framework for general education in Bosnia and Herzegovina. Her primary school, Ruđer Bošković, is the largest school in Grude municipality. And what it's very important to say, this school is one of doyens of SEECEL activities and entrepreneurial learning curriculum implementation since 2009. Lucia, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Maya. Hello to everyone. I'm sending you greetings from sunny West Herzegovina County in Bosnia and Herzegovina. My school entered the pilot of this project of entrepreneurial school in December 2011, and during the 2 phases of piloting we worked in different subjects. At ISKE 2 level the subjects were design and technology, art and physical education, and on ISKE 1 level there were mother tongue, English language, math, science, art and music. Our great success was that we have been able to achieve a cross-curricular approach in both phases. At the beginning of ISKE 1 strategic piloting, we thought how difficult it would be to implement entrepreneurial learning outcomes into activities with young pupils. We expected more obstacles than on ISKE 2 level. Fortunately, our expectations proved to be wrong because pupils enthusiastically accepted new teaching and learning approach. They are more open and more ready for action than high primary students. Ideas from our children simply jump out of the box and they keep pushing us to do more, pushing me to do more, pushing their teacher to do more. The most important thing was to develop a lesson plans. That is a key element for successful lesson. Very important was to fit learning outcomes into the existing curriculum. To succeed in that, we had to study and to plan a lot. Teacher was the one. Teacher was the person who had to run things in a new way, and that is a very big and important thing. We have regularly emphasized the importance of teacher training, and so we have learned a lot about different teaching methods and have applied them in the classroom, of course. We use different methods at ISKE 1 and ISKE 2 level. because we had to adapt teaching methods to the pupil's age, because some methods that we used for ISCED 2 level could not be used for ISCED 1 level. We had a vision and a goal from the start. We knew what we want to achieve with pupils, so we have designed small entrepreneurial learning projects. Our tasks was to be the guides for the pupils, and it was easy because they had many different ideas that were used in our entrepreneurial learning activities. We wrote 22 lesson plans, and through that plans we accomplished almost all learning outcomes. And although it was difficult to expect that from the beginning, we covered all knowledge learning outcomes. We often said that small children bring us some big ideas. Through brainstorming, the students expressed their ideas. They want to learn and they want to have fun. When we got the idea, we decided to turn that idea into something useful. Pupils' ideas led us to the production of didactic material for mathematics, mathematics and English language, and our cookbook, Cooking and Singing. Let's save it from oblivion. Even since the first phase of piloting, we have been thinking of publishing a brochure or booklet on EL, but we have known it takes a lot of time and money, but we succeeded at the end. The pupils like this proactive teaching and learning approach. For them, it is the most important to see that their ideas and their opinions are accepted and respected. They were thrilled by the fact that they have created a book and educational games through their school lessons. And that these products are actually the products of their ideas and work, and that these products are equal to any similar product on the market. They showed their satisfaction and happiness through their presentation at the promotional and EL celebration event, where they had a chance to proudly share all their positive feelings, positive thoughts with their parents and other members of local community. The most important lesson learned in both phases is the value of quality networking with local stakeholders, because their help has a big role in achieving the set goals and, of course, opens the doors for future cooperation. We often said, and we believe, that mentoring, peer visits, and conferences we attended are the best ways of exchanging experiences. During our piloting, we encountered some difficulties, some obstacles, challenges, but we talked with colleagues from our and from other countries, and we realized that we all face the same challenges, and we got some ideas of how to solve a specific problem. We are very glad that we have continued cooperation with some schools after the project activities, and I must emphasize that we have learned a lot through mentoring from our mentee schools. This project was very challenging for our teachers because they realized that their participation in this project as a learning adventure. We had a lot of obstacles, but we were find solutions, and everything was okay at the end. Our teachers had to find ways to overcome obstacles, such as teacher training. We often mentioned one of the most important issues that we faced during the implementation phase, and it regards teacher training. For us, the situation was even more serious since we were also a mentor schools, and our opinion is that teacher training is the most important prerequisite that can bring value to the whole process of implementing entrepreneurial learning into school curriculum. In order to support our own entrepreneurial learning team and our mentee schools, we used our own resources and experience, and we communicated with other piloting schools to plan our activities as well as we could. For the teachers involved in the project, the most difficult was to transfer what they had learned and practiced through the workshops onto specific topics of their subjects. We managed to overcome this problem through teamwork and good organization. Teachers had to find new solutions. They had to connect with partners outside of school, such as parents, stakeholders, members of local community, etc. The most important thing was to design the lesson and the activity for children that will be interesting to those children. At the end, I can say that teamwork is a key element for success. The role of teachers is to be creative, ready to develop their own personal competencies. Teachers must be encouraged, supported, and ready for further development of their personal entrepreneurial competencies, and they must improve their knowledge and skills that are necessary to transfer to those same competencies to the children, to their pupils. The role of supporting role of school management is also very, very important. The third thing, the teamwork is very important for progress. I don't mean just on the teamwork between teachers and students, but among all participants. Involvement of parents in schoolwork as well as entrepreneurs was a big hit for the development of better cooperation between the school and the local community. At the end, we are recognized as the school which offers the students much more than just traditional way of learning. In this project, it triggered the little minds and our pupils, their parents, teachers, their grandmas, aunts, started living this story. They planned together, discussed, analyzed, they wrote action plans, went out of their four walls into the streets, companies, out at the libraries, workshops. They gathered information, met new people, and then they came back into the school together with their heads and hands and created new things that were valuable and useful. For our pupils, it was like living through a challenging game through which they learn to use different resources and how to be persistent, and at the same time their curiosity, creativity, imagination and open-mindedness were nurtured. These are the characteristics of successful entrepreneurs, if I may say. Entrepreneurs are more similar to children than some would think. And we think, in my school, we think that we must cherish these qualities in our children. We are more than satisfied with the results of our joint work, especially with the fact that the students presented all the activities undertaken throughout the school year at the promotional celebration event of entrepreneurial learning project in our school. The best proof for that of the good work is the number of parents and all other members of local community who came to the event to express their support and approval. And I must say that thanks to that experience, we applied in some projects that we got the funds from. And that's all. Thank you.
Wow, Lucia, I want to congratulate once again.
Thank you.
It's a really amazing and inspiring presentation. Even we know your work very well. Just to summarize some key messages you brings to us, we can say that entrepreneurial learning is more than just another point in the curricula. And entrepreneurial learning, we need to look on entrepreneurial learning as force for shaping school culture and positively influencing schools' activity and interaction with community. You mentioned this several times. So once again, I want to congratulate to you and your school. I want to mention that today I'm sure that you are joined by all your entrepreneurial learning team and coordination from your school. So we send you regards. I see that we have some chat question. Sonia, please, can you? So if there is no more question, no, Sonia said no, there is no more questions. So once again, thank you Please.
Thank you, Maya. Thank the SEECEL team.
Please stay with us. We will go further on with our presentation. So just briefly, we will now not show you all our documentary movie, but just to know that this is also one of the learning experience which is documented for the future through the movie. This documentary movie was made during our conference called Entrepreneurial Camp, which involving nearly 430 partners representing all sides of the entrepreneurial learning ecosystem. Why I'm mentioning this ecosystem, SEECEL leading the working group under the eHub, which is especially focused on the developing of entrepreneurial learning ecosystem. So we want to share this film with you. Most of you will see through this film yourself, but please share this movie with others as well. So the movie is starting.
Problems here in this room we have 450 people. We do not have people. So imagine what you can do with 450 people in opportunities. All of you welcome. Future entrepreneurs of tomorrow, entrepreneurs of today. Thank you very much for all of you for this work, supporting society, supporting its production of ideas and good practices in building entrepreneurial ecosystem. To their own words. So, warm welcome, entrepreneur. Let's celebrate our achievements.
Forget ourselves that everybody needs to be an entrepreneur, but thinking is very important.
So we should always target. We should always try everything we want. Since 2009. For us, the end that the policy that also with students and the school to previous level, improving.
Okay. We have problem with the connectivity.
Learning amongst FBA and coordinators.
This is a completely new idea. Well, view of especially
movies and association in European countries. SEECEL joined and
Okay, this is always like problems with with technical issues, but we managed to make and put in chat box the link, direct link on the movie. So just to summarize what we want to show, because the movie as well as the conference gave concrete evidence of the strides taken in all SEECEL member states, with supporting statements from a wide range of EU stakeholders and strong evidence from Eurydice and the SME Policy Index reports. Both DG Growth and DG Education and Culture, European Commission representatives stressed the increasing importance of the entrepreneurship education agenda at the EU level, particularly in light of the recent New Skill Agenda for Europe, while also acknowledging the excellence of the work done by SEECEL. This also reflects how closely SEECEL has aligned its works to the policy developments at EU and national level. The conference heard how SEECEL has been the forefront of European good practice, influencing the development of recent reports and tools such as the Entrecomp framework and entrepreneurship education, a road to success. This is the reason why we had this webinar today. Hope that all of you enjoy our webinar and that you will come with us in April with our new webinar, which will be announced in next weeks. Thank you, all of you who participate. Hope we will have your reflection through our evaluation form, and hope to hear you soon, all of you. And once again, let me give opportunity to thank Ms. Gordana Nikolic and Ms. Lucia Mikulic for their great presentations. Thank you once again, and thank you for all technical support to Junior Achievement. David, thanks once again. Goodbye and see you on the next webinar.